begins now.
Right now on Up with KREM, it's day 8 of the Chauvin murder trial. What you need to know before it resumes.
And of course, we're going to take you outside, taking a look at the skate ribbon. Nobody out skating now, but put the rollerblades on. It's that time of year.
2 more COVID-19 vaccines could be available in the United States before the end of May. This morning, we explore why there are so many different vaccines.
All right, we do want to take a live look outside now at Riverfront Park. As Jeremy just mentioned, get the rollerblades out because the Numerica skate ribbon is back open. Might be a little bit windy today, but still, nonetheless, glad to see another staple in Spokane is back open for the summer, and something else is just open in general.
Exactly, just a sign of good weather. The ribbon is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Admission is free, so it's a great thing to do. Scooters and roller skate rentals are available. Now, just to note, helmets are required when you're doing this. What a fun activity. Good
so
morning,
much fun.
everybody.
We love that.
Yeah, welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Dana Marie McNichol.
And I'm Tim Pham, and this morning, we have a lot of COVID-19 headlines, including a vaccine eligibility update from President Joe Biden.
But first, we do want to check in with Jeremy Legoo. What is it looking like outside?
Oh, it's a nice mild start to the day. And you know, over the weekend, I saw someone out at that skate ribbon. Dude had on some roller skates and was going to town. I went, wow, that looks really cool, but it probably took him years of practice to make that look as cool as it did. But hey, more power to you. Get out there and start practicing. That's what I can tell you. Early on this morning, temps hanging out on the mild side. 40 degrees here in town, but wind is starting to pick up ever so slightly. And as we head into the afternoon, expect a rather breezy day. And that breezy day is going to bump our temperatures up. You're right around 30 degrees in North Idaho, 40 in Spokane, 33 in Moses Lake, and 42 in Wenatchee. Wind gusts pick up here in the next couple of hours and stay pretty strong through a good chunk of the day. We'll see wind gusts up near even 30 miles per hour at times in Spokane. And that comes with a little bit of cloud cover. You can see that cloud cover starting to trek across the state. That will move in later on this afternoon as well. And then moisture develops later on tonight and kind of lingers into tomorrow morning with the possibility for some of you to pick up a little bit of snow. I think most of that stays up at over 3,000 feet. So for us here in Spokane, maybe a few raindrops is about it. Throughout the day today, temperatures on the rise thanks to all that wind. By the 11 o'clock hour, we're in the 50s. By noon, we're staying there. By this afternoon, we're up near 60 degrees despite the cloud cover and the wind.
The use of force by police and how much is the key topic right now in the Derek Chauvin's murder trial. On Tuesday, several police officers took the stand, including Lieutenant Johnny Mersil. Mersil is a use of force instructor with the Minneapolis Police Department. Chauvin attended his training class in 2018. Under cross-examination, Mersil testified that officers are trained to use their knee across a person's back or shoulder.
But we don't train leg neck restraints with the officers in service. However, we've cautioned officers that be mindful of the neck area and to look for the shoulder.
A total of 9 Minneapolis police officers have now testified against Chauvin, swearing under oath that he went too far. Today, some of the officers who were called to testify will reappear on the stand for further questioning and cross-examination. Now you can watch the trial on KREM.com.
Now, there's a lot of coronavirus vaccine headlines this morning to get to, so here are 3 things you need to know. First, new research suggests Moderna vaccine gives at least 6 months of protection against COVID-19. Now, Pfizer said last week that the vaccine works similarly. Both reports were based on follow-up tests in people who received the shots. Those studies were done before troubling new variants had emerged and spread. The vaccines still seem to protect against a variant first found in the United Kingdom that is now rapidly spreading in the United States. 2, there is a growing concern about a variant COVID-19 that could be a threat to reopening schools. Now, in Minnesota, more than 700 schools have cases of the variant first discovered in the UK. Experts there fear it could spread much easier among children. We aren't seeing cases like that here, but our local experts say the variant is coming.
We estimate that these will be more than 50% of the cases
by mid-April in the state of Washington.
COVID infection rates in children are low in the region's largest school districts. And April 19th is now the magic date when all American adults across the country will be eligible for the COVID vaccine. That's 2 weeks earlier than the President Biden's original deadline of May 1st. The president said increased supply, mass vaccination sites, and pharmacies getting involved made it possible. Here in Washington, everyone 16 and older will become eligible for the vaccine starting April 15th.
Well, 2 more vaccines may be available in the United States before the end of spring, adding to the choices available to those who want protection against COVID-19. This morning, our sister station in Atlanta explains why.
It has been a long, difficult fight against a complex foe. Scientists are constantly working on new and diverse ways of beating COVID-19. According to the World Health Organization, there are currently 7 vaccines at work across the globe, and research is underway on 200 more. They use a variety of ways to deliver information that teaches our body's immune system to fight COVID-19. Let's look at why there are so many different vaccines.
When you're in a crisis like this, you need more than just one vaccine.
Dr. Amber Smitke is a public health microbiologist who once worked for the CDC. She tells us the diversity of the world requires a diverse approach to battling the COVID-19 pandemic. For example, the 2-dose vaccines that have helped millions in the United States have to be stored in a deep freeze.
They're not ideal for certain populations, including doing door-to-door, vaccination efforts where you may not have a -20 freezer that you're dragging behind you.
The Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine can survive 6 months in standard refrigeration. It's the vaccine that has been granted emergency use in developing nations.
They wanted to produce something that was inexpensive, had very easy storage requirements, a single dose.
The 2-dose vaccines used in the United States since December are appealing because of their 94 to 95% effectiveness. Dr. Smitke says there are some situations where requiring 2 shots would pose more of a challenge.
It's harder to follow up with certain people because maybe they're, migrant workers. So getting a single dose vaccine to those people is critically important.
Healthcare workers say wherever you are, make sure to get whatever vaccine is available.
Still ahead on Up with KREM, it was a whale of a time for some marine enthusiasts over the weekend. Coming up in the speed feed, the rare animal they spotted while at sea.
Awesome. We're also going to take you outside, talk a changing weather pattern and what it means for you today and as we head into the weekend.
But first, KREM 2's Charity Madness has come to a close, and Brenna Green is our winner. $1,000 will be donated to the Boys and Girls Club. Our final 2 anchors were Brenna and Laura Papetti, and Laura had Spokanimal. 14 of our anchors went head-to-head in a March Madness-style bracket challenge. Each week, the anchor who received the highest number of new follows on their individual Facebook pages moved on to the next round. So we do want to say congratulations to Brenna and the Boys and Girls Club, and thank you to everyone who participated.